Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I first of all want to apologize for starting this video midway through. I wanted to make a soap because, well, it's summer here in Texas and it's really hot. 103 Fahrenheit. 106 with the heat index due to some humidity from a little bit of much needed rain that we got yesterday. So I'm very happy about that because we've been in a drought. We've needed rain. The flora and the fauna here have really suffered for lack of rain. And I realize this is happening in a lot of places around the world, but here in Northeast Texas, that's what affects me, so that's what I'm talking about. And I wanted to make a soap, and so I thought I'd make, for me, a summer-themed soap, which meant some red clay to give a bit of interest to the soap. It's my goat milk soap, with all the precious oils and butters that I like to use, and just a lovely mix of essential oils. In here I've got just, I think, a really nice blend of essential oils. I've got lemon here, there is some Litsea, Cubiba, and a combination of cardamom and coriander that give it just a really nice, kind of a spicy, citrusy kick that I think is really, really nice in a soap. And this, I think, it will be very well received. I just adore it. And I had a lot of fun putting it together. I needed to make a soap. Work has been very, very busy, and I've been tired here on the farm because of the heat. So this was very relaxing to be able to do a soap, but it was so relaxing I forgot to turn the camera on when I should have, which is why I'm overdubbing this now. But putting it together was fun, something I wanted to do, needed to do, and I've got other soaps and things that are in the works, and I just am squeezing the time in to do them as I can. It takes time. But one thing I wanted to let you know is that I have some other things in the works, so bear with me just a bit longer, please. All right, so fortunately, it did lighten up. One of the wonderful things I think about soap is that it can sometimes surprise you. Oh, these smell wonderful. Such a lovely combination of essential oils. I really do like this. It's not that it was an experiment. I've used some of these with each other before, but adding the, one moment here, adding the Litsea in with the other fragrances really does boost all the other scents as well, I believe. You know, it's sort of like when you're listening to music. Sorry, I've got soap under my nails. I do try to keep my nails clean, but sometimes when doing this sort of thing, the soap gets under them. Anyway, I'm babbling. When you're listening to an orchestra, you know, sometimes just adding a flute section or adding a violin or taking out, you know, an instrument can completely change or certainly affect the outcome of the finished piece of music. And I do believe that the same is true with things like, well, soaping or painting. We are sort of painting, aren't we? You know, of sorts. We're taking a base or a canvas, which is a bar of soap, and we're making changes to it, adding ingredients to give it a different appearance. So I guess it's very much the same in that regard. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. So again, I'm pleased. It's gave sort of a dark brick pink. I know brick red is a phrase, but this kind of reminds me of that sort of terracotta-y color that you can get sometimes from certain clays that are used in bricks. So it's not true red, it's more of a reddish pink, and I like it actually. I'm quite pleased. And this can be dependent. You can get certainly different colors based on just the amount that you use of an ingredient, especially with like clays or specific herbs. The amount that you actually put into your mix can truly affect. You know what, I'm getting a little bit of a crooked cut here. I think my wire just needs a little bit of tightening. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cut. I certainly hope that you all have had a really good week. Mine has been busy, and I like it. I do like being busy. You know, I would like to be, the Etsy sales are going really well. That aspect of the business is going well. YouTube is not necessary for me to do for income. I don't really get that much income from it, and I have a full-time job, and most of my income in regard to soaping and things like that comes from Etsy, and YouTube has very little effect on that. I can see where the traffic comes from, and well, I get some from YouTube, but that's negligible. And for that very reason, I'm going to be self-demonetizing my channel, starting with this video, meaning no more ads. I don't think that it's necessary, and like I said, oh yeah, you know, make an extra 100 or so a month off ads, and I know there are much bigger channels that make a lot more money, then I think that's wonderful for them, and I'm happy for people that do that. My YouTube channel is just too small. It doesn't, when I say small, I don't mean the size, the amount of subscribers that I have. I've got a nice little sum. Oh, you know, we're moving toward 10,000. I think that's wonderful. But it's not, I'm not as popular, you know, as, and that's okay. I don't need to be. But I just thought, you know what? Those ads, I don't like ads. I just don't like going to channels and going through ads, especially the ones that don't let you skip through them, and which I understand why they have them. It's how they make an income. But because I don't have to make my income that way, I just decided to just stop with the ads. And so at least, even though I have a small audience, I'm not going to subject you to ads anymore. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that's good news to you. Maybe you don't like ads. I know most, you know, I understand that we have to tolerate ads sometimes. That's just part of doing business in our commercial society. But I just don't see the point in having them if it doesn't make sense. And they just don't make sense for me. Okay? So you're watching this ad-free without any interruptions. But that means you have to listen to more of me. And I know that I understand the challenges of that. But I want to thank you all that do stick with me, that do come back and watch the videos. I appreciate it on a personal level. Of course, it means something to me, and I'm happy to have you come and visit with me and watch my videos. And I hope that you continue to, because it is better for me to have a audience, I think. I mean that. If I were just doing this in complete darkness here, I'm not referring to the amount of light, but without videoing and just making soaps and things, I truly believe that it would take some of the joy out of it. I've made soaps for years without being on camera, without YouTube. As you all know, I rarely go on camera myself because that's just not something that I enjoy. What do you think? But I do get joy out of knowing that maybe you get some joy out of this. So there's that. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Everyone had a lot of fun with this soap, putting it together, smelling it. It's just divine. And I hope you'll agree. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.